Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. Today I'll be making a chocolate cake using very simple ingredients that you can also use to make your own cake. As you can see, for me I'll be using self-raising flour, but is it flour or flour? Anyway, whichever you pronounce that word. So for me, I won't be using baking powder, but you can also use all-purpose flour and use baking powder. But for me, I'll be just using this flour. I'll mix the flour with cocoa powder. Let me show you the packet of cocoa powder that I used for this cake. Okay, I used this packet of cocoa powder. For chocolate cake, you can use the cocoa powder instead of using the chocolate itself. I mean chocolate powder. You mix the dry ingredients and sieve them. For this mixture is just composed of the flour and the cocoa. Yes. You sieve until you are finished up. That is the final result. Then to the mixture, you're going to add some sugar that you think that according to the taste that you want. There are some who want more sugar, others want less sugar, others want cake with no sugar at all. So that totally depends on the taste you want to achieve. Keep adding sugar. For me, I love it more sweeter. So after adding your sugar, you'll mix all the dry ingredients together, and that's what I'm doing there. Then for this procedure, you're going to need some eggs. For me, I used 2 eggs, vanilla essence. Don't worry about this bowl, it just had cocoa powder and flour, some eggs and vanilla essence. Then I added some milk to my liquid ingredients. Yes, to my wet ingredients, to my liquids. Mix them up. For me, I love using the electric mixer to get a good result. Here we are mixing eggs, milk, and vanilla essences. Keep mixing until you have achieved the results that you want. Then add your melted butter. You need to melt some butter for you to mix well instead of using the solid butter. Add your melted butter and keep mixing the wet ingredients. Mix, mix, mix. Then at this point, you're going to mix the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. That's what I'm doing here, as you can see. Mix well using a fork, spoon, whatever you wish to use. Or you can also use a whisk at this point. For me, I used the electric mixer instead of using a whisk. Keep mixing until the result is smooth, the mixture becomes smooth. Keep mixing. Here we have already mixed our dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. Keep mixing, keep mixing, keep mixing. If you know how to make vanilla cake, you can use the same procedure. All you need to add is cocoa powder to make it a chocolate cake. I hope you understand. It's as simple as that. And at this point, you can also start preheating your oven so that by the time you're finishing up, you'll have a preheated oven already. You won't have to wait for your oven to preheat. I hope you understand. And you're still mixing, as you can see. At this point, you're going to lay your, this baking paper In case you don't have this paper, you can grease your baking tin, apply some flour so that the cake doesn't stick on the baking tin. Pour your smooth mixture on your greased tin, and you have that paper on your baking tin. Now it's ready to go to the oven. You're going to bake this one at 180 degrees Celsius for 50 to 60 minutes for better results. This is our cake that is already ready to be eaten, but for me, I'll be using some cream on it. Leave it to cool for some minutes, and I hope you can see that it still has its paper. I've not removed it, but as you can see, I was removing the paper because definitely you cannot eat that paper. It has to be removed. Apply your cream oil. Yes, if you have cream, you can apply it on your cake, but if you don't have, it's already ready to eat, so you can eat it as it is. For me, I applied some cream. Apply the cream evenly on all parts of the cake. And if you have some chocolate chips, you can sprinkle on top. Anything that you need to sprinkle, you can sprinkle at this point. You can cut your cake, or also you can put it in the fridge. Thank you for watching. How the cake turns out after storing it in your fridge to be eaten later. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.